Okay, so I'm just going to go over quickly qualifying these two trades. I took the USD Swiss. I didn't post this one on Telegram because it was coming right into a support in the daily here. It just wasn't a nice setup, but I took it. I'll tell you why I took it here in a moment. You can see on the left-hand side here, the USD Swiss is in a sell, and it was in a pretty big, strong number here. What we're looking for is for it to be over 1.5 or even 2 and better. I'll pull up the dollar here, and we can see that we've been hovering around. This was Martin Luther King Day, so we did nothing, and then yesterday we did nothing, and then here we've just been pushing down. The 4-hour is what we should be checking, and this is why it's not very nice. It's all blue candles coming down. We can see that it's coming down, and it just got bigger and bigger and a little choppy here, and then we're pushing down some more. So I basically took this trade off of the daily because we've just been pressuring. We had some support right here off the last 2 days, and we broke that finally and are pushing down, and we could be pushing down now for the next little bit. So I'm going to be readjusting the EA as well to take the trades accordingly now, because this is going to close, unless we get a big push up, it's going to close in the red here. So I'll be adjusting everything at 4 o'clock. So that was that trade. And there's one more thing that I want to add to this USD Swiss here that I was looking at. I don't know if you can see it because this line might be in the way here, but probably going to be in the way. I'll move it a little bit. Now, as you can see, we had the high here, and then we had a lower high here, and broke our low here, and made a pretty good push to the downside with not much of a wick to the downside there. So that's why I put in a sell stop here. So we've got a lower high and a lower low, and that's why I was going with this trade. And whoops, that can readjust itself here. I did have this stop loss up here, but when we were getting down into this area right over here, we could see we had a push up, sideways push up, sideways push up. We came down. I was shorting right into here, so it could have easily come here and pushed right up here. But I liked the lower high and the lower low with a strong candle. That's why I took the trade. And then when we came down into this area, I put it to break even. So just in case we get a bounce off of here and come back around up, I want to be out of the trade. So we'll see if it continues, and if we get a thrust down through this area here, it'll hit the target. But the dollar is looking weak, and looks like it's going to close the day weak, so I'll stick with that. And that's also why I got into the Aussie dollar trade here, because if we do get some pushes to the downside on the dollar, this should push to the upside here and see if we get some momentum here. If we don't get any momentum here by noon or even afternoon, I'll check it around 4 and just see where we're at on the new day and see if we get a bit of a momentum. If not, then I'll just close it out. If we can get it up into this area, I don't know if you can see the mouse there, it should be highlighted, but right into this area here, I'm going to move it to break even. That's about 8 or 10 pips up there, so not a huge trade, but we're going to go with it anyways. I'm liking the support over here, came down to it. We had a big candle here, and it didn't go any farther past to get momentum to push through and break. So if we do curl back over, then we do have a good chance. I might take a short and go down depending on what the dollar's doing. But chances are I won't, because the dollar does look weak, so I'll hang tight. Anyways, there's the trades, the qualifying. We do have a weak buy on the AUDUSD as well. It's only 1.3. It was at 1.8, I believe, when I did the trade. So it's weakening right now, so we'll see if this could maintain, and I'll hold back, check back in about 4 hours and see where it's at. if this is going into a sell or whatnot, I'll probably just close the trade and not hang on to it. Anyways, there's the qualifying for those 2 trades, and we'll talk to you later. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention on this. I'm going to bring this up so you can see a bit better here. One more thing I didn't add that was a variation, or what helped me decide that I wanted to put a stop here, is the higher low. See how we've got the higher low here? We opened up. We did have this candle here, which broke up there, but we were down here, so it was just kind of in a engulfing candle here. And then we had a lower high, and we pushed lower here, giving us a lower low from this candle. Now we've got a lower. We opened up, we came down here, and we made a low, and we have the low higher than this low, and we've pressed up, and I got into the buy stop, or the buy stop here that I had. So we've passed through this high here too, so that was another factor I took into consideration. If this low would have been lower than this one, I wouldn't even have looked at this trade. But we had a higher low, and we've broken up past this high, giving us a higher high. So we'll see if we can continue up here. We'll be good. I could actually put my stop one pip below this, or a couple pips below this one here, and save a few pips, probably 2 pips, but it's not too big of a deal. Anyways, that was one of the other factors that I took into play and consideration. So we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so the 2 trades are out now. USDCHF, or dollar Swiss here. You can see that it took me out at break even there. So this trade was out of the question. It could still, and more than likely will hit that target, but for now it was a good choice to put that break even on this one, just because of these support levels. Anyways, we'll go to the Aussie dollar. This one did a lot better. It triggered, broke up through here and hit the target right away pretty quick, and then fell right back down. So anyways, those were the 2 trades. That's how I qualified them and decided on taking them. I hope everything made sense, and we'll talk to you on the next one.